to the youth. Felt like I needed to share this morning. Once upon a time, long ago, there was a leader named Joshua. He was called by God to lead his people. There came a time when he called everybody together for a meeting, and he reminded them of all that God had done. All the things that God had done for them as an individual and also for their family. It was many signs, wonders, and miracles. They had by then started serving other gods. And the people had to decide whether that they would obey the Lord, who had proven his trustworthiness time and time again, or obey the local gods, which were only man-made idols, which could not hear, speak, or heal. These people, or this group of people that Joshua had led, had slipped into quite rebellion. And they were doing life the way that they wanted to. I'm in a position that I hear many times, especially with young people, that this is my life, I'll live it the way I want. The older ones do the same. It's my life, I'll do what I want. And they were to the place with their life that they had to make a decision. And that time will come, as it did for them, that you're going to have to choose who or what you will allow to control your life. Joshua stood in chapter 24, the book of Joshua, in verse 15, and said, "And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye now dwell." Joshua made a profound statement, but he said, "As far as me and my house, we will serve the Lord." This morning, as I stand before you, the choice is yours. You will have to make that decision. Will it be God? Will it be your own limited personality and all the things that you think you can accomplish? Or will it be some other imperfect substitute that you will allow to take God's place? I, as Joshua, chose God. I'll stand before you, this church, this morning, and I'll tell you I still choose God. And in choosing God, I must reaffirm before you, before God, and I'll reaffirm every morning that I'm going to live for you, God, today. So you have got to reaffirm your walk with God. Tell yourself that you're going to stay faithful, or are you going to serve the gods of the land? Choose you this day who you will serve. I believe in your choosing that it's an act of faith. I believe that baptism, part of the plan of salvation, is an act of faith. Repentance is an act of faith. You being in the presence of God in this service this morning is an act of faith. I want to challenge you to make an act of faith by praying before we leave here today. I know there's a lot of stuff up front. You're not going to be able to come by the means of the altar. As in the first service, I would like for you to turn your pew into an altar. I would like for you to reaffirm. And I would like for you with me to take the stand that we will serve God. We're going to serve you, God, no matter what. And let's reaffirm our faith. Let's stand for Jesus. We've got to stand for Jesus. Let the world go by. But we have got to stand for Jesus. I don't know, maybe we could just move out in the aisle. If you could get by your family, young people. I know you go through a lot at school. I went through a lot when I was in school. A lot of things I had to do. But I want you to reaffirm your faith. Reaffirm your faith with your parents. We heard this morning, we were challenged to gather on Christmas Day and read the Christmas story. Know the reason why we celebrate. You need to know the reason why you stand. Remind your parents, hey, I got to go to church. It's play practice. It's puppet practice. It's time that the youth is going to have. It's time that we've got to come. And then not only the youth, but all of us has got to come by the act of faith to support them. Let me close with this as they're getting ready with a song. I remember many years ago that a group of young people and elders, and they do it every year, say national holiday now. It's Martin Luther King's birthday. And every year they march. There was a man who worked with me, and we were talking small talk. And I asked him, I said, are you going to march tomorrow? It was Martin Luther King's, and they get together, it's birthday. And they march every year. And he told me, no, I'm not going to go march. And this is what he said. I'm not going to march, but I'm going to support the ones who are going to be marching. So you may not be in the youth division, but you need to come to support those who are. And so that's why I choose you this day. I choose me this day, who that I'm going to serve. And I'm here to support others. I may not be involved. I wasn't involved with the puppets and all that happened this morning. But I'm here because I'm supporting. I'm standing. I'm standing with them. Would you stand with me this morning as they're getting the song ready? Why don't you reaffirm your faith in Jesus Christ? And I'm going to stand with you, God. I'm not going to quit. God, I'm going to move toward you. I'm going to have an altar in my life. I'm going to have fast days. I'm going to be the praiser, the worshiper. I'm going to pray in the morning before I start my day. Would you reaffirm that with me in the closing minutes of this service? And I feel your holy presence, God.
Now because I've been
God, I give
so
you praise.
You've always been there for me to provide my every need.
God, I worship you.
You were there when I was lonely. You were there in all my pain, guiding my footsteps, shelter from the rain.
Hold your mama's hand.
Made my life complete.
God, we thank you for this.
Come on, we're going to stand.
Pray, Lord.
My
Come on, church, we're going to
Now we
stand.
stand. Remember,
God, move.
take that. It's been taken from us.
Jesus, I
Ask
love
your
you.
anointing to be upon
Come on, let's
Joel,
reaffirm
Shirley,
that love this
me,
morning.
to be upon my pastor, his family, and each and every member of this church and their families, oh Lord. I pray, Lord, for a gathering together, that you would revive us, oh Lord, things that we would strengthen us, oh Lord, guide us and direct us, oh Lord. Not according to our will, but according to your will. Strengthen George to take a stand. Strengthen Shirley to stand with him. Stand with the other youth of this church. I pray, Lord, that you would touch her, that you would bless her, Lord, and the calling upon her life. I pray, Lord, that you would support the pastor and the calling upon her life. Protect and guide each one. In Jesus' name, amen.
Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. My strong tower, my dearest and best friend. And it was you made my life complete. You are to me my everything.
Lord.